Good morning. This is a short video on how to replace the seat in a 2015 Forester. I must say I wasn't planning on doing a video on it because it should be pretty straightforward, but I ran into enough issues that are going to be useful for the next guy that I thought I'd do a video in retrospect. This is the part number. I ordered the part on eBay. I ended up getting the fabric kind rather than the leather, but that won't make any difference and it looks just fine. Let's walk you through it. Almost all modern cars will have airbags, and so I disconnected the negative pole of the battery and put a sock on it so it couldn't reconnect. Of course, there are capacitors in line as well, but it takes about 60 seconds or so for those capacitors to discharge, and it'll take that long to get the seat off in any case. Okay, I've got you sitting in the back seat looking forward. You can see I've removed the seat entirely. I think you'll want to do this. I would do it again. The two front bolts are easy to get at. The back bolts are covered over by these plastic covers, and you need to get at them. Now, the dealer's manual says to take a flat blade screwdriver and jam it in here and push this down. There's a little hook that's pointing up. You want to push it down and then you wiggle and pull this off. You can see there's clips here that you can't get at, but when you wiggle it, it comes undone. The tricky one is this one right here. I'm going to show you this in more detail because I had some trouble with the plastic clip in this right rear one. Here's the plastic cover, and you can't get at the bolts unless you get this off, and so what I did is I snapped that thing right off, even though I was pressing down with a screwdriver as suggested in the dealer's manual, and even then it was frozen in place. But in any case, here's how it goes together. There are these little plastic clips that grab on here, and it just slides on like so, and so you just get that screwdriver in there, pry it down and pull, and don't be surprised if you break this little thing. Once you get the four bolts undone, you tip the seat back and then undo these four connectors, and then tip the seat sideways and take it out the front door. If you have a powered seat, your next step is to get this panel off. These little plastic covers just pry off, these handles. And then there's a screw right here. You undo that screw and then you carefully pry this out this way. And then once you get it up, you pop it forward and it comes loose. Now, it's attached here. This little sleeve, that metal bar fits in that sleeve. You've got this one green connector piece that fits into that hole. That just pops out when you pull it straight out. And then you've got these three hooks, 1, 2, and 3, and they fit around this plastic housing with a couple of centering tabs as well. From there it's pretty straightforward. I'll show you on the seat that is already removed. You unhook these snaps, these hooks that go all the way around and hold the fabric in place. Undo these two electrical connectors. Here's my part number. AB811500 front seat cushion. And then you pull the seat out anteriorly. You don't need to disconnect anything else. Then the trick, of course, is to, when you put it back together, to remember to put all the electrical connections in when you button it up. Now, when you're putting it back into place, put the seat into place and then rock it backward. You see how I've tipped it back to give myself more room underneath so I can hook up the wiring harness. Now, there are four connectors, and they're well designed in the sense that they can't be interposed because they're different connector designs. And I'll button this up, I'll rock it down, tighten up the mounting bolts to spec, and then reattach the negative pole of the battery. I hope this video helped you out. Thanks for watching.